Right, this is the next day, so I'm going to put the timing belt back on. As you can see, I've been cleaning it. Looks a bit better than it was before. So I'm getting the tensioner for the timing belt. I'm going to put it back on. All right. Right, here is the tensioner. Let me just explain how this goes. When you put the tensioner back on the block, there is a pin that will be standing here, all right, on the block. So you put the bolt, you tighten the bolt but not very hard, and you remove this Allen key here. After that, this will slide down like it is here. When you remove this and it's in there, the pin will be holding this so that it doesn't go anywhere. And when you remove this, this is going to slide down to this point here. All right? Because the bolt is not very tight, you take this Allen key here, you put it in here, and you turn this anti-clockwise until this is in line there. This is in line here. Then you tighten this very hard. Okay? I'll say it again. When you put let me just demonstrate how this was. The thing is, there's not enough space here, so maybe you can see. You see that pin there? This pin. This is the pin I'm talking about. The bolt will go in here. Okay? So it will be like this. You tighten the bolt, but not very hard. All right, then you move this with an Allen key anti-clockwise until this part here is level with this. Then you tighten the bolt very hard. Okay, I don't know why you just didn't do it easy, just a tensioner, that's all, but they made it complicated. So that's how it is. I'm going to put this in. And forgot to mention, put a bit of Loctite on the bolt. Okay, I forgot to say that. Now with the timing, there's a pin that goes here. Once you turn the crankshaft and you align everything, as you can see that there's a drill bit there. I've put it there, and then here. Now some people will put a pin there, a pin here, and at the back of the engine, and another one here. I think this and the other one at the back is unnecessary. If we're not removing this part here, this is okay. You can just put here and here as well. This was like this, so you don't need to move it. Just leave it the way it was. Put the belt on. All right. Yeah, as you can see, there it is. Now it's waiting for the belt. I've tightened this bolt, but not very tight. It's okay here. It's not very tight. So I'm going to put the belt, okay? Right, as you can see, the cam belt is on. The pin, the Allen key is still in there on the tensioner. Right there. You can see it's still in there. All right. Let me just explain what's going on here. When you put this belt, because it has these teeth, okay, or grooves, whatever you want to call it. This side of the belt has to be snug fit, okay, snug fit. If it's loose here, okay, you will lose the timing when you take off this, because it will have to move for the belt here to get tight. So what I'm trying to say here is, when you put this belt, because of these teeth, you have to make sure that this side of the crankshaft here it is a snug fit. It's very, very tight, because you don't want, when you remove this pin here, then that's when it gets tight, because that means this will be off a little bit. Okay, I'll say this again so that it hits home. The belt on the side has to be snug fit, so that when you take off these pins and the pin on the other side at the crankshaft there, it doesn't move. If it's not tight here, when you take off this pin and that one at the bottom, is going to move a little bit, and you will feel it will be tight, because the tension will be pressing, make it tight. So it will always be bouncing here, and it will be off the timing. Okay, so that's how it is. So what I was did, I put the belt all the way, and then before I put it on around the tensioner here. Before I put it around the tensioner here, I made sure that this side here is snug fit. So when I take off these pins, nothing will happen. It stays in one place. All right? And there as well. That side, it doesn't matter, including the injector, whatever this is for the injectors. The pump or something. Yeah, I think it's the pump. It doesn't matter there. But it matters this side, because if it's tight there, it's loose here, you are in serious trouble. The car will come off timing. You damage the valves and the rockers, all that kind of stuff. Okay, so that's how it is. I'm gonna tighten the tensioner, then do exactly what I told you. Turn it so that it lines up, and then tighten it. Right, done. Now you may be wondering, how is it that it was possible for me to see, the lining up of this part with this part from this side, because the cambelt is blocking my view. Well, I used a mirror. As you can see there is a mirror. This is the mirror. That's the mirror. I got this from the house. So as I was pushing this with an Allen key, I was looking there in the mirror, right there, as you can see, maybe right there. As I was looking at it, I was turning it, and immediately I see that it's lined up. I tightened this bolt very, very hard. Okay, so it's done now. I have to put the covers back on. At this point, I would just like to say it is best, after checking and rotating engine, to see if the tensioner hasn't moved. So I'll put a camera there to see. There it is, still on the mark, level. So that's it. Okay, that's about it. So I'm gonna just finish putting everything together, close up the engine. I'll film the last video, just show you how things are. Here we go, brand new alternator. This cost me around £190. So I'm gonna put this, I'm expecting at least 100,000 miles from this. All right, so I'm gonna put it in. As you can see, it's all finished. Everything is done. New alternator, sealed the camshaft casing or something, I don't know what they call it. Everything done, bleeded the water, everything is finished. Okay, so there you have it. Right, it is time to talk money. Okay, this is the price for the gasket, the silicone that I used to as a gasket. All right, that's the price here, 1925. But they gave me a discount because they charged me trade price, so that's what I paid here, £12.96. So that's the silicone. And then this is the timing belt kit, okay, including the water pump The total price is here. This is the real price, 229.25, but they gave me a discount again because I go there pretty much all the time. They gave me a discount, so I paid 162.62. All right, here this is the price for the filter, the air filter. This one is the price for the air filter from General Traffic, 23.50. The pollen filter, £10.25, and then the alternator, 276.75 pence. Okay, but because again trade, so they gave me a discount, so the total I paid was 237.68. Now here it says I should bring the old unit so that I can get change back. So, and the receipt is here. I took it back and they paid me back £24 for the old unit. You know, I took the one from the other car that was dead. The one that I just took off from my car, I still have it. It's still working, but it's in its last leg. This is why I had to put a new one, because I opened it up to change the bushes. No, not the bushes, but the brushes. I changed the brushes. So, you know, the bearings are too old. This guy have done 157,000 miles. That's a lot of mileage for that alternator, so it had to go. I'm going to sell it. If somebody has £20 or, you know, £30 can take it. Okay, I'll put it on the description at the bottom. So if you want it, you can have it. It still works. Maybe it will last you maybe another 2 months, 3 months or something. Or you can open it up, put new bushes and all that, and that's about it. Okay, guys, thank you very much for watching.